Claude Design might be the best AI design tool ever made. In fact, it might be the best design tool ever made, and I want to show you everything it could do in this one video. I'm going to show you how to design professional looking websites, mobile apps, optimize dashboards, slide decks, even entire videos created using Claude Design. And I'll show you how to do this on brand with your own brand guidelines with something called a full design system. And I got some tips and tricks for refining the design before it's complete. And then towards the end, we'll send it to Claude Code so it could turn your polished design into a full functioning app or website. I also put this free resource together with my team here. This is 7 use cases you could try right now with Claude Design. Each workflow is going to be step by step. It's going to include the prompts that you could copy and paste. And it has different templates for sales, products, and marketing. Again, it's completely free. I'll put a link in the description to that resource too. Now, to access Claude Design, just go to claude.ai. This is not available on the desktop app just yet, so you'll have to access it on the web. And it does require the Pro plan. And I'll talk about credits here in a little bit too. And you'll see on the left side, you could create prototypes. These are going to be websites or apps. You could also create slide deck presentations. I have some examples for you here. We could also create video animations or create templates. I'll show you some examples. And anything that doesn't fit right here, you could create your own template on this other tab. And within each page, you'll see design, you'll see example, and you'll see design systems. We're going to talk about design systems in a bit. Design systems allow your designs to look on brand. Otherwise, a lot of the design Claude Design makes look pretty similar here. For our first example, I'm going to show you how to create a mobile app. This is going to be a mobile app marketplace. You just give it a name here, and then they'll show up over here when you give it a name. It creates a folder. Design systems we're going to talk about in a little bit. I'm going to show you the default one that Claude has. Then you could choose wireframe or high fidelity. Now, this is the option I would almost always recommend. This kind of creates wireframes. This is how a lot of designers used to create different apps and websites before, but these days with AI, you could get one that looks like the real deal, so I usually will choose this option. Now, it's going to ask you to start with context so it knows more information about what you want to create. So design system is my recommended option, but we'll create this in a bit. You could also simply add a screenshot. So go to your website or to your mobile app if you already have one, take a screenshot and it will understand the fonts and the colors and things like that. You could also add your entire code base here so it understands what your app or website is all about. And if you use Figma, you could also bring in the Figma file and it'll try to replicate the look and feel of the Figma file. Down here is where your actual prompt goes on what you want done here. Okay, I'll start with a very simple prompt here, and then I'm going to compare it to a more elaborate prompt. Well, the nice thing is a simple prompt can go a long way here with Claude Design because it will ask you these follow-up questions. So let me show you what it's going to ask you. What kind of visual vibe do you want? What device are you going for? I'm going to go for an iPhone frame here. What screens do you want? Again, because I didn't explain any of that in my prompt. So let's go ahead and choose a few of these here. And you can see quite a bit more questions here. So I'm going to answer every single one. Down here, it says, how deep should this prototype go? So you could get it to be a fully clickable app, or if you just want to get kind of the baseline here, you could ask for a 1 or a 2. I'm going to go with a 4 here, close to a finished app. Now, I'm going to let this go to work. The nice thing is, on the left side here, this will do pretty much everything, including testing the app for you. So you don't have to constantly look at what it's doing. You could just give it some time. Typically, it may take up to 10 minutes here for something like this prompt. I'm going to let this finish up, and then I'll show you what we have. Okay, here is our mobile marketplace here for an iOS app. So I have different categories of different things. Can I message? This one doesn't work yet. Can I add it to cart? Okay, that works. The message option doesn't work. Again, remember when it was asking me how much of a prototype do you want this to be, I didn't take it to max level. So some of these things are not going to be fully functional. But again, this is a design prototype. Claude Code is going to actually turn it into a working app. For this next example, I wanted to create a website here, but I wanted to really spell out all the different things I was looking for in the prompt. Again, you could use Claude to give you the prompt with a little bit back and forth conversation here. And then it's going to give you a prompt like this. So that's what I included. I did not give it any visual reference here. Let me go ahead and refresh this. I specifically in the onboarding questions asked for a very cinematic looking open. So this has those elements. I want to specifically show you how to make changes here, but let me go ahead and enter the website. So it's very, very interactive here. I could check all these different orbs here. I could click on them. You could see them over here. I could compare them down here. I could go to the forge here. And this is why it's called a cooking app here. You could take a couple of different things and then ignite them and then see this kind of interaction. I mean, how cool is that for an interactive website here that you could use as an educational tool or something you publish online? And it just has so much here to explore on these different tabs here as you use the different section of this. Now, once this becomes a real app, you could add a database so people could favorite things, they could share it, they could remix it. So all kinds of different things. But you'll see a couple of issues so far. One is this text right here is getting cropped. So I want to show you how to tweak things. You could turn this option on right here, the tweak option. And if you created an app that has some settings, it's going to show you this page first. So this lets me do a few different things. And it asked me these type of tweaks when I was creating it. For example, this bloom intensity. Do I want it darker or brighter? I actually like it more this way. This ambient hue. What kind of color hue do you want here? The intensity could be changed. The speed could be changed. I could also use this comment section here and then tell it to change things for me. For example, I'm going to click on this section. This is getting hidden by the menu, move everything down, and it's going to send that prompt over here so I could make that adjustment to improve how this looks. It also has this option to draw, so you could actually point at things this way and then tell it to make a change, or you could create a box over here and tell it maybe to add your logo. I don't find this one as useful because the comment section lets you pick a very specific part. So I haven't really used much of this, but that is an option down here and you could send out anything you want. It says type anywhere to add your notes and then send that as a prompt. For this next one, let me create a visual dashboard here. Creating dashboard is one of my favorite all-time things with Claude. Now, when you're making dashboard, obviously it makes sense to upload or copy and paste actual data here. So you get a dashboard that makes sense, but you could also do that when you're developing the app inside of Claude Code here, because right now we only care about the design portion of this right here. Okay, that turned out to be a pretty interesting dashboard. Now, I specifically added things that are not normal to a dashboard. So these 3D holographic pipeline views, for example, and these little orbs, just wanted to see if we could actually follow unique things about my prompt, because a lot of dashboards look the same, but I think this did a really good job here following all the different elements that I had. Now for this next one, let's move over to the slide deck section and again, name it the design system. You could skip for now and then go ahead and create. And the prompt I used here is just to create a 12 slide cinematic pitch deck here for an AI studio. This is for a VR experience company, an AI company. Okay, our slide presentation is done. And you can see on the left side here is verifying that. So it does go through slide by slide and makes a lot of corrections. It does it across anything that you create inside of Claude Design. Right now, I have some settings here that I could change, like how much this is glowing here. The particles, you could see those in the background, how fast they're moving. I could just kind of make them disappear or have them just move subtly in the background. I'm going to change the tweak option here to off. And this is my slideshow presentation. Now, it followed very closely what I told it in the prompt. Because remember, I didn't give it any visual reference, but I did describe in text what I wanted visually. So a lot of the font selection, colors, the layouts is from that initial prompt, again, that you could just get from regular chat inside of Claude. I think, yeah, that looks really great. Now, when it comes to these type of presentations, you have some options. You could actually edit them and change the colors, the fonts, and some other things. This is true with anything you create. It typically has that edit option. The comments allows you to, again, change a portion of it. And then you have the present option. So you could just present this here in full screen, just straight out of Claude Design if you want. But in most cases, you probably want to share this. So you could actually share it with teammates if you have a Teams plan, and then they could also help with this project. Or you could export it as a PDF or a PowerPoint. They also have collaboration with Canva too. If you use Canva, you could also edit those in Canva here. We're going to talk about Claude Code with another example. Right now, I'll download the PowerPoint version of it, and then I'm going to make it editable. So this is universal fonts. Okay, we are inside a PowerPoint here, and it's looking really good. Now, some of the fonts are different here because we're using universal fonts. So I thought it looked a little better inside of Claude Design, but this obviously makes it super easy to make any kind of edits inside of PowerPoint. For this next one, I want to show you this template option here. So I'm going to choose the animation template, and we'll choose no design system, create from template. And this is basically to create a cinematic prototype for time travel through history here. Okay, our cinematic timeline through history is incredible looking. I mean, I think he did a fantastic job. Let me just play a sequence here. I mean, how cool does that look? I think you could definitely use some follow-up prompts here to make some improvements, but it's over a minute-long animated video from that simple prompt. Now, when it comes to sharing these videos, right now, they don't have an option to download it as an MOV file or any type of movie file. So you'll have to capture your screen here like I'm doing to be able to share a video like this. But remember, any tweaks, it has things like the playback speed, the visual fidelity. You could change some of this here. The vignette, for example, you could make the sides here a little bit brighter. You could add film grain. You could always use the comment section. It does have this edit option where you do have a few different changes that you could make this way. So everything that I'm showing you so far works with the videos too. Okay, now let me show you this option right here that we haven't looked at, but I've mentioned multiple times, called design systems. You'll see it over here too. And you could have multiple design systems for different things that you do. So to create a design system, I'm just gonna go ahead and press create right over here. And this is the design system page. So this is gonna ask you things about your company and then different examples that you could add, and they're all optional, but you could add the link to your GitHub. If your website or your app lives on GitHub, for example, you could upload the code here from your computer, or you could give it access to a Figma file if you've used Figma for your design. This is gonna eat up your credits really fast. So keep that in mind. You're probably only gonna get one design system if you're on a lower plan here. And you could add fonts, logos, and assets by dragging and dropping things over here too. I'm gonna give you a quick shortcut for this. All you have to do is go to Claude and start a chat, say, help me create a design system, add your website here or any brand you have. You could even upload a screenshot to Claude and then say, give me that system so I could give it to Claude Design. And that's all I did. It asked me a clarifying question, and it's gonna go and crawl my website here and give me the information I need to add to that previous page. Now here's the Futurepedia design system. It gave me everything: brand, the logos here, the color systems that we use, everything that I need to give to Claude Design. Is super elaborate. So I just have to copy this and I'll go ahead and paste that over here. Now you don't have to be anywhere near as detailed, but as you saw, Claude did almost all the work for me. Now again, this will eat up a good amount of credit, so keep that in mind if you're creating this for the first time. Now, once it goes through, it's gonna create a draft design system. And what you need to do is you need to look at the different sections here and then say if it looks good or if it needs work. So if it looks good, these are actually our brand colors. That looks good. And then it'll open up the different sections here and you'll just go through each one here. This one I'm gonna say needs work. And then you could describe what you want changed about it. And then you could go to the different section. It's gonna have that for your font selections here, even the spacing here, pretty much everything you need, including your logos and your icons. Okay, now if I start a new design, a new prototype here, I'm gonna choose this design system that I just created. This is the first one I had created. And then I'm gonna press create. You can have multiple design systems if you're doing different things. And this time I'm gonna start with the simplest possible prompt, a website where you could discover and compare AI tools based on your job here, and I'll send this out. And this time he asked me about a dozen questions here, and I'll go ahead and send this out. Okay, now this looks a lot like our website. The fonts are similar. It pulled in the logo here, the colors here. It gave me some options for the cart styling here. We got ourselves a dark mode, which we don't currently have on the website. And yeah, I think it did exactly what I wanted. And let's see, comparing tools. That looks great. Yeah, pretty much everything I was looking for is included here. Now, this will be a good example for me to show you how to take this from Claude Design into Claude Code so you can make this a functioning app or website. If you press share right here, Handoff to Claude Code is an option that you want to choose, and it's going to give you two different options. You could send it to your local coding agent. This is going to use Claude Code desktop app, for example, or you could send it to the Claude Code website and do it there. I'm going to choose this option right here. I'm going to copy this, and you could also download the zip file instead. But once this is copied, I just need to open up the Claude app on my desktop. And I've already created my folder here, so I just have to paste what I got from Claude Design, and I could go ahead and send this out. And now inside of Claude Code, I could see that entire app here that I designed with Claude Design. Now I could just have back and forth conversations here. Here I could also switch the models, so I could switch to a less expensive model. I could change the reasoning efforts. So if I'm not doing something really complicated, I could choose medium or high. That's going to help with your credit usage, which you could also see over here, including Claude Design. But let me show you this part right here as far as usage, so you could understand where to find it and how to see how much you're using here inside of the Claude website. If you go to the Claude.ai settings page, you could go to the usage tab here, and the usage tab is going to show you three different bars over here. Claude Design has its own usage. It's independent from using just a regular chat inside of Claude. And that is while Claude Design is in research preview. That might change in the future and it might be part of this. But right now, you could see, as I was making this video, I use 77% of my weekly limit on the max plan. This is $200 a month max plan. But I used several different examples to show you. I also had my own design system. I made a couple of them in this video. So that was a good amount. So with this, and even the lesser max plan, the 10x max plan, you probably are going to get a good amount out of Claude Design. But with the Pro plan, the $20 plan, this is pretty much only going to get you one or two things done. Now, I think the best next step for using Claude Design is obviously using Claude Code to bring things to life. And I recently made a very complete video on how to use Claude Code from scratch. So I'll put that video over here too. Thanks for watching this one.